Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover here today. So do me a favor before we dive into these topics. If you end up enjoying the video or finding it informative, be sure to leave it a like. It helps the videos out more than you know. And if you are new here to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We're starting here with confirmation that PlayStation will be at Tokyo Game Show 2023. However, they're not set to have a major presence. So we did recently get confirmation that PlayStation would be skipping Gamescom this year. But when it comes to Tokyo Game Show, they're going to be there, but it's just not really going to be in a huge capacity. So it says here PlayStation will largely be skipping yet another major industry event with Tokyo Game Show 2023. A newly unveiled exhibitor list reveals that Sony Interactive Entertainment will only make an appearance in the indie game area. TGS 2023 will kick off in September, and although Sony has a major exclusive lined up to release in fall, the company has decided to limit its presence at the event. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is scheduled to release on October 20th, 1 month after TGS. Korean PS5 exclusive Stellar Blade is also expected to launch sometime in 2023, although a release date has not yet been confirmed. Nevertheless, Sony has seemingly settled for its own digital showcase and PlayStation blog announcements. And as I mentioned, PlayStation is also skipping Gamescom 2023. Meanwhile, Microsoft will be exhibiting at TGS 2023. The company will be joined by the likes of Bandai Namco, Capcom, Konami, and Square Enix, among others. TGS 2023 will run from Thursday, September 21st to Sunday, September 24th. So, yeah, this is maybe not the most exciting news. I think it's nice that PlayStation will be there in some capacity, giving some attention and giving the spotlight to indies. But the timing of this is interesting. There have been rumors circulating that Sony is apparently planning another showcase, a bigger showcase of some kind before the end of this year. Now, those are just rumors. It's really hard to say whether or not that's actually something they're going to do. I think it is safe to say that Sony will, at the very least, do one more state of play before the end of the year. It would be quite shocking if Sony did literally nothing for the rest of the year in terms of any of their shows. But the fact that they're not going to be at Gamescom, the fact that they're going to have minimal presence at Tokyo Game Show, believe it or not, these things do kind of lend a bit of credence to the idea that Sony may have something else planned before the end of the year. Now, obviously, they could end up doing nothing, but it clearly means that they are going to keep things closer to the chest here until they are ready to show them off. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts about that. But speaking of Spider-Man 2, we are getting confirmation that we will be getting more Spider-Man 2 information very soon. This is coming from PlayStation Lifestyle. They say Marvel has announced that Insomniac's upcoming game, Marvel Spider-Man 2, will be making an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con. The game will be appearing alongside Marvel Snap, and the company is promising exclusive announcements throughout the weekend. San Diego Comic-Con runs between July 20th and 23rd, while Marvel has revealed some of the panels that will be running at SDCC. All we know is that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be appearing at the show. The company has promised more information on Spider-Man 2. Rumors are already predicting that we will see the official Marvel Spider-Man 2 story trailer at the show, which will then be made available on social media platforms. Meanwhile, players are hoping for more gameplay footage at the show, despite already being treated to a lengthy gameplay demo at the last PlayStation showcase. Some are even wishing for a playable demo at the show, despite Insomniac confirming that there will be no PS5 demo before its release date on October 20th. So, yeah, I don't know why people would be hoping for a demo of any kind. Insomniac explicitly confirmed that they are not doing or planning anything like that. I think the first thing that was mentioned here, a new story trailer, actually makes a lot of sense, but we do want to be careful with something like this because San Diego Comic-Con, I mean, it's one of these things where, of course, people are going to be expecting something pretty juicy for Spider-Man 2, but there's always that chance that it could be something incredibly underwhelming and incredibly just, like, bland that, like, oh, okay, I guess that's the new information they were talking about. Considering we are pretty close to the launch of this game, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect something halfway decent or relatively exciting from this. Marvel's making it known that the game is going to be there in some capacity. Everybody knows how much excitement there is for this game. We did just get that massive gameplay chunk, so after that, I feel like the floodgates are open now in terms of marketing. We're so close to the launch that we can really expect anything, and I don't think that it would be considered unrealistic, except for that demo, of course. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. At the very least, we can say definitively between July 20th and 23rd, we're going to be getting something regarding Spider-Man 2. Moving on to the final set of topics for the video, we're talking about a PlayStation 5 Slim and how it seems like this thing is coming imminently. First, I have an article here from PlayStation Lifestyle. It says PS5 consoles have been discounted across Europe, leading to speculations that the rumored PS5 Slim, or the PS5 with a detachable disc drive, will indeed launch in 2023. A revised model has been rumored for a while, but Sony has not confirmed its existence. Over on Reset Era via Push Square, users reported that PS5 has been discounted in the UK, Spain, Portugal, France, and Romania, among a number of other countries. A Brazilian user reported that the PS5 has been discounted in Brazil as well. It's widely assumed that Sony's clearing out inventory to make room for the new model. The PS5 Slim, or whatever it will officially be called, was first leaked by known insider Tom Henderson, who claims that the only major change will be a detachable disc drive, making it slimmer and lighter than the launch model. The detachable disc drive reportedly won't be compatible with the PS5 Digital Edition, however, this could change. But this segues into the next topic, where we are getting confirmation from Microsoft through legal court documentations that the PS5 Slim model is real and it is set to release later this year at $399. Sony will release a PS5 Slim hardware revision later this year, according to court documents from the Microsoft versus FTC trial, which have revealed plenty of other information. According to the document, which can be checked out on the internet, it's there for everybody to see, Sony is expected to release a slim hardware revision of its current generation console later this year for the current price of the digital edition, starting at $399.99. In the following paragraph of the document, it is also highlighted how a Pro model is expected to launch as well in the future. The information revealed in the document regarding a PS5 Slim hardware revision is not too surprising, considering Sony always releases slimmed down versions of its consoles. But what is interesting, at least in my opinion, is the fact that Microsoft says they are fully expecting a PS5 Pro model. We did hear recently from Phil Spencer how he said that Microsoft is currently not planning a mid-gen refresh for the Xbox, but clearly they are fully anticipating Sony to do this with the PS5. And yeah, the idea of a PS5 Slim model, it's clear at this point that this is happening, this is real, and this is coming out before the end of the year. People are probably wondering, you know, $399, basically a $400 PS5, is the PS5 getting a price cut? It's not, because the PS5 has always started at $400 with the digital only model. Anybody who wants the model with the disc drive, it has, you know, it costs $500. And I guess the assumption is that this new PS5 Slim model is going to be a digital only model, and it will have that attachment for the disc drive. And the disc drive itself, if you want it, will cost, I would assume, $100, thus bumping the price up to $500. Not really changing too much. I think the real question here that people have, it's one that I have as well, is this actually going to be a slim model? Because Tom Henderson has made it sound like this PS5 console is going to look pretty much the same as the one we see now. It's just going to have a kind of compartment, I guess, where you can attach that disc drive. But I think when we hear the word PS5 Slim, the idea is it's going to be a much smaller console, a much slimmer version. Maybe there's a chance it will look identical to the current model PS5, but it will literally just be smaller. It'll just have a smaller footprint. That would make sense, but it's going to be really interesting. I think at this point, a lot of people are anticipating that Sony is essentially going to announce a Spider-Man 2 PS5 bundle with this new PS5 model, and that's really how they're going to kind of get it out there and get a lot of people to purchase it. But the fact that they are seemingly clearing out inventory of the current PS5 model in all across Europe, I think that that is more evidence that points to this actually being real and happening. The only question that remains is, when exactly does Sony plan to announce this, and how big of a deal are they going to make of it? Is this just going to be a blog post announcement? Could they be saving it for an upcoming state of play or an upcoming showcase? It's really hard to say. I think a lot of people would say that they're probably going to save it for a blog post of some kind, but there you go. That's the latest information we have in regards to the upcoming PS5 Slim. I'm really curious. Let me know down in the comments below, if you're already a PS5 owner, would you have any interest in this Slim model? If you're not a PS5 owner, how do you feel about it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. If you did, leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.